Today we're continuing our in-depth look at Star Wars Visions Volume 2 with the second short, Screecher's Reach by Cartoon Saloon, which also happens to be my favorite of the collection. This short completely blindsided me. I recently watched Wolfwalkers by Cartoon Saloon, and there was certainly some darkness to it, but overall it was a beautiful tale of family and friendship. Screecher's Reach started off with a similar vibe that then turned eerie, then terrifying, then chilling. I had goosebumps for the entire second half, and it ended with a fantastic twist. This story takes elements of Star Wars that we as fans have been trained to see as good things, and then flips them all upside down to be the darkest versions of themselves. I love it. The visual storytelling of Screecher's Reach is fantastic. The opening minute has no dialogue, it just shows us an oppressive workhouse with a ton of kids living in miserable conditions. It's easily the kind of place any child would want to escape, and that's exactly what our main character, Doll, wants to do. But we also see that she's not alone. She has several friends who are close to her. Doll proposes an adventure that the entire group is excited about. They steal speeders so they can run off and see a ghost. It feels exactly like the Goonies or something. Just a group of kids having fun, escaping the monotony of their daily life. It makes me think of Yoda's line, adventure, excitement, a Jedi craves not these things, but it's so easy to root for all of them. The sequence is beautiful and fun and brought a smile to my face. They take a break for Doll's friend, Bathan, to tell us the story of the ghost of Screecher's Reach. The two youngsters start goofing off while Doll and Bathan have a great talk. Doll has a bit of a Luke Skywalker moment. She looks up at the stars and wishes for a better life, which again, of course she has that desire. The workhouse looks miserable. Bathan supports and encourages her to do what she can to achieve her dreams, but he seems content thanks to the friendships he has built. I love that Doll has these moments where she is by the fire, surrounded by light and warmth, and she's smiling at her friends, but she grows melancholy as she looks out at the stars, and she literally leaves that circle of light. The group heads to the forest accompanied by exciting and uplifting music, but then there is this hard cut to the cave and everything changes. This is no longer a fun adventure. We know there is danger ahead, and Doll starts speaking to this amulet she's been holding throughout the short. She asks for strength and courage as they head into the cave, where she insists the ghost is only in their minds. She runs ahead, leaving the others behind until they catch up. That shot of the ghost coming out of the darkness is incredible. Doll's friends flee, and the art style becomes so intense. The lines are scratchier and scarier and amplified as Doll realizes this is not in her mind at all. The ghost is real. But she's able to use the Force to trap her under a rock, and then we see that it's just an old woman who has been living in this dark place. I love that the light shows the truth, but the darkness obscures things and makes reality unclear, just like giving into fear, anger, or hatred can mess with our heads and push us into making the wrong decisions, which is Doll's story. Because she sees that the ghost is an old, I wouldn't say helpless woman, she is definitely still reaching out for her lightsaber, but Doll has the upper hand and she kills the supposed ghost. Outside, she grapples with a few things. First, I think she's shocked that she took a life, but she's also realizing that she was told the ghost was a mental and spiritual threat, but the truth is she and all of her friends could have been killed. The Sith mother lied to her. That moment where the pendant lights up with a red glow and we see that it's actually a communicator was fantastic. I just went, oh no, none of this was ever meant to be the happy-go-lucky kids on an adventure story we thought it was at the start. Doll looking up at the stars wishing for more is a Luke Skywalker moment. The test in the cave has obvious parallels to Luke's test on Dagobah as well, but instead of being guided by benevolent forces like Obi-Wan or Yoda, Doll is being guided by a Sith. I love the Sith Mother's design, too. She is the perfect visualization of one of my favorite Tolkien lines about servants of darkness who appear fair but feel foul. The Sith Mother is soft-spoken and elegant. In the short's filmmaker focus on Disney+, the creators of Screecher's Reach talk about her ship and how it's meant to resemble a beautiful flower that hides its thorns in the back. It's tempting to touch, but dangerous. She's so proud of Doll, saying she did what she had to do to survive, and Doll claims she was strong. She killed someone and took their weapon as a trophy. She proved she was strong enough to become a Sith apprentice, even though she has no idea what that means. Again, in the filmmaker focus, the short's director confirms these kids don't know who the Jedi or Sith are. Doll is just looking for any way to escape, And the Sith Mother offers her exactly that, but she wanted to know how far Dahl was willing to go. This young girl puts her closest friends in mortal danger to get what she wants. She kills a person to get what she wants. It is a Luke Skywalker-style coming-of-age story, but like the most chilling and dark version of one. And I think Dahl realizes that herself in the final shot as she boards the ship and the darkness closes in around her. I think she knows she made a mistake. I also have to wonder how many other kids were lured to their deaths by the Sith Mother. I'm sure there was no shortage of people ready and willing to escape the workhouse. The Sith could have communicated with many of them, offering hope if they went to Screecher's Reach and if they survived the encounter. It's killing two birds with one stone. Maybe the ghost was an old rival of the Sith Mother's, or maybe her former master. She could eliminate the rival and find someone with the strength to be her new apprentice. Bathan's version of the ghost story says anyone who ventured to Screecher's Reach never returned, which is just the spooky legend he's telling, but I kind of imagine there might be some truth to it. The filmmakers said the ghost of Screecher's Reach was based off of the Banshee from Irish folklore, a female spirit who heralds the death of a family member by screaming or shrieking. That tracks, but the Sith Mother could be like the true ghost of Screecher's Reach, luring young people to their doom, or even if they survive, she certainly represents a death of innocence for Dahl. I also love that we can compare the end of this short to the end of the Bandits of Golak and Au's song, which also involved children leaving their families seeking a new destiny, but both of those stories are hopeful as the kids head off with Jedi. That's the kind of growing up story we expect to see in Star Wars, and I enjoyed them too, but Screecher's Reach just floored me. The first half is such a classic Star Wars tale, it eased me in with familiar elements and a happy tone, and then blindsided me by making everything it showed me far more sinister on my second viewing. Just awesome. Since I mentioned it a few times, if you liked Visions, make sure to check out the filmmaker focus for each short. They exist for Volume 1 as well if you missed them. Each mini-documentary is on the Extras section of Disney Plus and offers plenty of insight into the creation and inspirations behind every short. But those are all my thoughts on Screecher's Reach, my personal favorite of Volume 2. It's right up there with The Ninth Jedi from Volume 1, meaning I would welcome a continuation of this story. Let me know what you thought of the short in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.